Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 11th student. Today we'll understand the following content which is mentioned about there. The first one thing we'll learn assignment of multiple variable with single literal or value. Second thing, assignment of multiple variable with multiple literal. Third one thing, we'll understand static and dynamic initialization. Fourth one thing, getting the length of the string literal, and at last homework and practical assignment. So let's begin, student. To start it, we have to click on start button and type Python, and Python GUI mode will appear in front of you. As I teach you, today we will understand the first part, assignment of multiple variable with single literal. Okay student, this is also known as composite assignment also. So now you have to open a new file, and then after that provide here a comment that is same thing, assignment of literals. Okay student, now what we are going to do here, we are going to create a variable, for example here a, okay, then b, then c, and then z equals to 10. So here assignment is done, that is also known as composite assignment. Okay, so if you are going to print the value of a, you can press this one thing and then press a, and then print the value of variable b is, here is b. Next one thing, value of c is c, and at last if I'm going to print the z equals to, here is z. Now I'm going to just save it, okay, by pressing F5 button. Now you can see that here L1, you can see that, okay, save it. Now you can see student, the value of variable a is 10, the value of variable b is 10, and the value of variable c is 10, and z also 10. So student, by that we have covered this particular topic of the day, that is assignment of multiple variable with single literal. Now we are going to learn the next one point, that is assignment of multiple variable with multiple value. Okay student, so this can be possible. So out of that, go to file and open it, and now we are going to put the comment here, assignment of multiple variable with multiple literal or value. Okay, so now suppose that I have a variable like a comma b comma c. Okay, so same where I am going to provide a 10, 20 and 30. So we can say that assignment of variable. Okay, so now we are going to print the same thing, print within single quote also you can use that, value of a is, you can simply provide here a. Now print value of b variable is, you can provide here b. print value of C is, here you can provide C. So now we are going to run it. So provide here L2 as a file name. Now you can see, student, here is value of A is 10, value of B is 20, and value of C is 30. So you can see, student, I have used only single line, okay, and multiple initialization is possible. Here is 10 is stored to a variable A, 20 is B, and 30 is C. According to the variable sequence, the value sequence, I mean to say literal sequence, also get assigned as respect to their variable also. Now we are going to understand what is static and dynamic initialization, student. So let's begin. So student, static and dynamic initialization, actually initialization is also known as assigning a value to a variable, okay. So these are actually two types, which are as follow, which is static and dynamic. So let us understand, student, what is static initialization. When a programmer set the value literal, I mean to say value or something else, okay, of the variable at the time of coding, is termed as static initialization. It is also known as hard coding also. You can see A equals to 90, okay. And a dynamic initialization, when programmer allow the user means end user who use the software or program, okay, to initialize or enter the literal value at a time of runtime. Runtime means when program is execution time, okay, is termed as dynamic initialization. The example looks like, you can see that a line will come, please enter your name, and a cursor will blink for your answer, okay. So we'll do the same thing, student. So first of all, I will create a static program, a static initialization. So here we are going to just create a variable like A equals to 90. So this is simple static initialization. Here for example, name equals to, you can say that Don Bosco School. So these are what thing, these are actually static initialization. So we are going to print, okay. So we can say that A equals to A, print B equals to, here is B, and then print in this name equals to, here you can provide name. Now I'm going to run it, and suppose that here is L3. Now you can see, student, A equals to 90, B equals to 90, and name equals to Don Bosco School, okay. So this is example of static initialization, okay, student. If you are going to run it, so you can see that everything has come, but it is it is signed by the programmer at the time of coding. That is known as hard coding also, okay, with equal sign, okay. Now we are going to understand dynamic initialization. Dynamic initialization, I have teach you, student, how to get the input. So here I am going to create here dynamic initialization. So what we are going to do, suppose that here is a variable name equals to, here is raw input, okay, student, raw input. Here you can provide, please enter your name, okay. So we will print hi name, okay. This is also known as cascading printing method also, or chaining also. Hi, simply you can provide this one, welcome to my program, okay, student. So now I'm going to run it. So here is L4. So now you can see the cursor is going to blink. This is dynamic practice. I'm to dynamic initialization example. Suppose that Ravi Kumar, enter. Now you can see, hi Ravi Kumar, exclamatory sign, then after that, welcome to my program. This is a dynamic coding, okay. So here is one thing important, student information. If you are using Python, 2.7 or something else, this raw input will be acceptable, otherwise it will say error. And this line is for Python 3 plus version. Okay student, so I hope you have done, okay, you have understand it well. Now we are going to understand next one thing, that is getting the length of the string literal. To do that we have to open Python again, and we are going to open a file that is in a script mode, write a program for getting length of a variable. Okay student, so what we are going to do, student, here we are going to store a variable, okay, in a dynamic or static, whatever. So first of all, according to the static, so here is name equals to, suppose that, Kamal. Okay, so now we are going to print string is Kamal, sorry, name, because we are printing the name here. And then after that print length of name is what thing, we are going to provide a len function, that is len function inside the name. So we are going to save it. Program is, that is L5, L4 is already there, L5. So now you can see, student, the string is Kamal and the length is 5. You can see that how many characters are there in Kamal, that is 5. So K stand for 1 and last is 5. Okay, so here you can see that, student, KAMAL, 5 digits are there and say characters are there. So according to that it calculates the what is that, how many characters are in that. And now dynamically, student, so how we can provide the dynamically. So to do that, student, we have to close this program, okay, and then we are going to open a new file. So dynamic way to calculate what thing, length of a variable, string variable. Okay, now here is name equals to raw input, okay, and then this, please enter your name, okay, and then here I am going to print hi, here name, okay, you can say that string length is alien function within that name. So run it and save it by L6. So now you can see that it will ask you your name, suppose that Kamal, okay. So now you can see that the string length is 5. If I am going to run another one, Kamal Kishore, so now you can see 12, including space also. So student, we have learned today how to getting the length of the letter also. Now homework and practical assignment. Okay student, so here is homework. First part, you will write the program of the day in your classwork copy. Second, write a program of the day in your computer and send me the program file which contains the .py file extension also. And third one thing, send me the screenshot of the program file named as student name, okay, whatever your name, to my WhatsApp number. I hope you are doing well, student. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.